Hi everyone and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide news update. Now earlier today the Alton Towers Resort officially announced the Retro Squad, a selection of pop-up rides making their way to the resort for the 2021 season. Now of course we first heard of this a few weeks ago, and of course we brought you a news update on the channel when we knew that there was going to be some temporary rides making their way to the resort. Last week the park then sent out a press release and of course confirmed the fact there was going to be some temporary rides. Last night they put a bit of a teaser on, and then today they've officially confirmed that there's going to be 3 rides that are going to form part of the Retro Squad. Now, of course, we know that there's actually 4 temporary fairground rides at Alton Towers, but they've only confirmed 3 as part of the Retro Squad. So I'll kind of share my thoughts on what I think's happened there with that in just a moment. But firstly, let's go off the announcement that's being made. I'm absolutely loving the marketing style they've gone for, the 80s style vibes. Of course, Alton Towers opened as a theme park back in 1980. That's when the corkscrew was first put in 41 years ago. So this is kind of like a backstory they've given these rides, kind of a throwback to the 80s, and then yeah, you're going to be experiencing these various different classic attractions at Alton Towers this year. So what have we got in place? They've actually named all of these rides as well. So let's talk more about them now it's officially confirmed. So firstly, we've got the Roller Disco, which is located in Dark Forest. So of course, this is where Rita and 13 are, the 2 Intermin coasters. Yes, there's going to be a waltzer there called Roller Disco. Along with that, you got Mixtape, which is in X Sector. That's the ride, of course, that we've seen from outside the park. We saw it going a few weeks ago and we brought you that update here on the channel. That's a smashing jump ride. And yeah, it's going to be called Mixtape. And then you've got Funk and Fly in Forbidden Valley, of course down next to Nemesis and Galactica, and that's a Super Trooper what they've put in down there. So of course we also brought you the news saying that there was going to be a Sizzler as part of the lineup. Now a video was leaked of a Sizzler actually being set up in the world of David Walliams. This was last week, so we don't know of course what's going to be happening with that. We know that David Walliams, the actual new dark ride Gangster Granny, won't be opening until May because it's an indoor attraction. Does that mean that area is going to be kept closed off, so maybe they're going to announce the other fairground ride at a later date? Or could it be that that's going to be themed in with David Walliams and not part of the Retro Squad? Or it could have been cancelled. You know, maybe they've took that ride out now and it's not going to be part of the lineup. So definitely something to consider with that one. We don't fully know, and I guess we'll find out more next week, of course, when we're back inside the park. But yes, the Retro Squad, I'm loving all the branding, the marketing for this. You know, it's basically a fancy way of bringing in these rides to the park, because we all know Alton Towers is a theme park. They don't particularly do travelling rides as such anymore. They used to when they first started. So this is kind of a way of them bringing some extra rides, of course increasing the capacity for this year because of all the restrictions that have been brought in with capacity and limits. Putting in these extra rides, the Retro Squad, is going to help with that and allow them to have more people in the park. It's going to help with spreading the crowds out, the queues, putting them in the places where they have around the park. Also means as well they're next to some of the bigger coasters. So now putting in a filler ride is going to help lower the queues on some of the bigger coasters. So I'm a big fan of this. I don't mind for 2021. If we were seeing fairground rides brought into Alton Towers for the foreseeable future, then yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of that. But the fact that they're doing this as a special event, the 80s vibes, I absolutely love it. So let me know your thoughts. We kind of knew, of course, this was coming, some announcement. It's been leaked quite a few weeks ago. Then, of course, after the leaks, we brought you a news update, and then it's kind of developed from there. But yes, we now know these rides are going to be, of course, in them different areas, and yeah, the names of them as well, forming part of the Retro Squad. So let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll find out what happens with the Sizzler. You know, am I expecting it to still be there? I'd imagine so. It definitely got delivered. We saw in a leaked video that it started to actually be set up in the world of David Walliams. So could that come later? Will it join the Retro Squad at a later date, or has it been cancelled and it's now left the resort? Who knows, but we'll soon find out. Thanks for joining me for another video here on Theme Park Worldwide. Of course, keeping you up to date on all the latest news. Check out our 3 different Alton Towers vlogs we've put on within the past week. A couple of different updates from on the park, and of course extraordinary golf as well. So keeping you in the loop with everything that's going on, of course, at Alton Towers in the run up to the season. And of course lots of theme park news always going on, keeping you up to date here on the channel too. I'm Sean Sandbrook, thanks for watching, and that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding and enjoy the Retro Squad. See you soon.